Okay, so it has been requested that I show a quick tutorial on how to do the infinite stasis stun on Hunter for Overload Champions. You are going to need three things to start. You are going to need Duskfield nades, ideally with the aspect touch of Winter because it makes them bigger. So it encompasses more of an area, making it easier to capture and overload within the Duskfield. And you are going to need Thermoclastic Strike, which says Solar and Stasis melees disrupt combatants, stunning them and delaying ability regeneration and lowering combatant damage output. And it works against Overload champions to stun, like for Season 15, Season of the Lost right now, like how you have Overload Bow. And then Resonant Siphon is just to make sure that you have a Duskfield up permanently. I will link the video for Infinite Overload Stun in the description, just so you can see what the end result is. So here's what happens. Whenever an Overload champion, or any champion really, is stuck within a Duskfield nade, it is constantly being slowed or frozen. Whenever it is frozen, you can consistently stun them, like the stun consistently refreshes. So upon one freeze, within the Duskfield, you can get 2 to 3 stuns, give or take. 2 shurikens on one enemy period will freeze them in PvE, not in PvP. And what Resonant Siphon does, it says you gain stasis ability energy whenever you or a member of your fire team stuns a champion. So what these three things do is creating a loop. For Overload champions, specifically right now because of Thermoclastic Strike, what will happen is they will get frozen in the Duskfield nade. And you have 2 shurikens to start. Once they are frozen once, you throw a shuriken. That will stun and freeze the Overload champion. You stun the Overload champion, which gives you your shuriken back, putting you back at 2 shurikens. And while the Duskfield is on the Overloads, they will consistently be frozen again and again and again, making it impossible to not stun them. And so what ends up happening is every time that you stun them, you will get your shuriken back. And it creates an infinite loop to where you throw one shuriken, because they're already frozen, they get stunned. Then you throw another shuriken, they're already frozen, they get stunned. And that process just repeats itself. What Resonant Siphon is here for is, I believe it is 3 or 4 stuns on an Overload champion, and you get your Duskfield nade back. So you can basically throw infinite Duskfield nades to make sure they're always within that stasis field, while consistently throwing shurikens to, 1, make sure they're frozen, and 2, to stun them. And it creates an infinite loop of just stunning over and over and over again. Like I said, I will link in the description, the video that shows the end result of this. But overall, that's all you need. You just need Duskfield Grenade to buff it a little bit, Touch of Winter, and then Resonant Siphon and Thermoclastic Strike, and there you go.